All right. We're going to take care of this once and for all. We got what is it, answeringchristianity.com. They're saying that Isaiah 42 describes Muhammad. Well, let's just take a look at that and see if there's any truth. Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. Was there a spirit put on Muhammad? If Isaiah 42 is about Muhammad, the Islamic sources are going to have something that says that the spirit, either descended on Muhammad or someone visually saw it or something like that. You can't just walk into the gospel and go, I think this is about me, and take the verse out. And you can't do that because you're going to get popped. Let's go to Isaiah 42. And here we go. Behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. Right there. We got to verify this before we, go running down the street telling everybody, hey, I found Muhammad. We go over here, we're looking at reposting for Islam. .worldpress.com. They're saying the same thing. Isaiah 42 describes Prophet Muhammad. You go down here and they're picking it apart. They're saying Isaiah 42:1, God says, behold my servant. Hey, Muhammad's, hey, that must be Muhammad. God explicitly foretold the coming of his servant. Hey, you know what? Oh wow, this is Muhammad. Well, you gotta, they're kind of missing the spirit part in here, aren't they? Okay, but anyway, they sum it all up. They leave the spirit part out, okay, which is just a little bit further in the verse. It's like they use a quarter of the verse and say, it's Muhammad. Well, I don't know. I mean, look at this huge page going in describing how Isaiah 42 is Muhammad. And see, okay. So here, let's get rid of that one. We don't need that anymore. Let's go over here. And, this is JewsForAllah.org. JewsForAllah.org. And what are they saying? They're saying Isaiah 42 describes Muhammad. Okay. Okay, well, let's put it to the test. We pop over here and we look at the Bible. Right here, as soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water, and suddenly the heavens were opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and resting on him. And a voice from heaven said, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Boom. We go back over here to Sunnah.com. Some dudes, cruise around with Muhammad in the ruins of Medina. Some Jews are asking, hey, should we ask Muhammad about the Spirit? Okay. And they come up there and they ask, what is the Spirit? And Muhammad remains quiet. Okay. And the narrator, I thought he was being divinely inspired or inspired divinely. So I stayed till that state of the prophet, while he was being inspired, was over. I don't know, is Muhammad like a supercomputer when you ask a question and it's like, and then it finally comes up with an answer or something? Okay. But apparently it was an obvious amount of time that Muhammad was just kind of sitting there saying nothing. And then Muhammad said, and they ask you, O Muhammad, concerning the Spirit, say to them, say the Spirit, it's the knowledge, its knowledge is with my Lord, and of knowledge you have been giving only a little. Well, that's strange because Isaiah 42, you remember all these websites? Hey, Isaiah 42 is describing Muhammad. Everybody, Isaiah, hey, Jews for Allah, right? We come in here. The only problem is right in the verse first verse, Isaiah 42:1. I have put my spirit upon him. And you go to the Islamic sources, it's not happening here. Muhammad doesn't have a clue. So apparently Muhammad knows that the Christ is the Christ. It's kind of different. It's not my problem. So anyway, he says he's the Christ. He says he's the Word. This is Jesus. He's talking about Jesus. And then, because Jesus is the Christ. And oh, by the way, Christ is not Jesus' last name for those of you that still think that. But anyway, we come down here and he's the Word. Okay. So Jesus is the servant. He's the Word, and he's his Spirit. It looks like Jesus is in Isaiah 42, but that would, oh, why, how could that be? Well, it's because the gospel's written about Jesus.